Lesson 76, page 136. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Innal hamdalillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah amma ba'd. Respected students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we shall be doing a new page, page 136. On this page, we shall be learning some stopping symbols. As you can see on top of the page, it says forward exercise with stopping symbols. So what that means is that we have 18 boxes on this page, and every box has 4 words inside. So we have to read all 4 words correctly and fluently in one breath, in one go. And as we can see, in every box, at the end of every box, we have a symbol, a sign, a symbol. And what these symbols mean is that we have to stop. These are the symbols we shall find when, inshallah, we shall start the Quran. And it is important that we become familiar with these symbols, as we have to stop on these symbols. So all the symbols at the end of every box means we have to stop on those symbols. So inshallah, as normal, we shall read every box 2 times. The first time we shall read it the way it is written, and the second time we shall actually no for this lesson, because we actually have the symbol, because the actual symbol of stopping is present and is written down for us. So now we shall directly read the box. I shall read every box once, stopping at the end. Okay, so no more. In this lesson, I will not read every box 2 times, the way I have been reading them before. I shall read them once, and the reason why I shall read it once is because at the end of every box there is a stopping sign, a stopping symbol. Okay, and then maybe inshallah I will explain afterwards how I stopped. I shall explain inshallah. So starting with box number 1. قُمِ اللَّيْلَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. You see, I read the whole box in one go, in one breath, correctly, with no pauses or stops in between. And I also read the last word, which I stopped on it, and I read it correctly. So قَلِيلًا, I read قَلِيلًا, and the reason why is you should know by now that when you make a stop on a word which ends with double fatha, you will stop on it and it will be read like an alif madda. Box number 2. أَلَا يَعْلَمُ مَنْ خَلَقَ. Why did I read khalaq? Because the last word, the last letter on the last word has a fatha, and when you stop on a fatha, remember the rule. When you stop on a fatha, kasra, damma, double kasra, double damma, long kasra, long damma. That's 7 things. Let's count them again. Let's count them again. Fatha, kasra, damma, double kasra, double damma, long kasra, long damma. When we make a stop on these 7 harakat, they will all change into a sukoon. So if you look at khalaqa, the last letter has a fatha and that will change into a sukoon. That's why I read khalaqa. Box number 3. Anishkur li waliwalidayk. The last letter had a fatha and it was turned into a sukoon. Box number 4. Wallahu bikulli shay'in alim. The last word had a double dhamma, which obviously turned into a sukoon. And the beginning of box number 4, Wallahu, the word Allah came, which is read, the word Allah is read full mouth because before the lam of Allah there is a fatha. Box number 5, وَكَانَ أَمْرُ اللَّهِ مَفْعُولًا. Maf'ula, because this word ends with a double fatha, you read it like an alif madda. And there's also in this box there is the word Allah. Before the lam of Allah there is a dhamma. Therefore the word Allah is read full mouth. Box number 6. واصبر على ما أصابك. The last word ends with a fatha. That's why it is changed into a sukoon. Box number 7. الرحمن فاسأل به خبيرا. The last word ends with a double fatha and it will change into an alif madda. Box number 8. وهو القاهر فوق عباده. This box, the last word ends with a long kasra, which we change into a sukoon. As we are reading the boxes, I would like you to pay attention also on all the symbols in every box at the end of the sentence, all the symbols. Because these are the stopping symbols which you have to stop on, which you will come across when you start the Quran, insh'Allah. Box number 9. تلك آيات الكتاب المبين. The last word ends with a kasra, therefore we change it into a sukoon. Box number 10. Now in box number 10, we have two symbols. One symbol is at the end of the sentence, which is like a small dwa, which we're going to stop on. And also in box number 10, after the first two words, there is a symbol like a small lam alif. A small lam alif after the second word, which is after la fusuqa. So that symbol, which is after la fusuqa, the small lam alif, it means no stopping. This symbol means no stopping. That means we should not stop, but we should just rather carry on. So let's read box number 10. لا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج. Again, the last word and the last letter on the last word has a kasra, which we shall change into a sukoon. Box number 11. In box number 11, just as a reminder, the third word, which is sunnatul, this has a noon shadda. And if you may remember, a few levels, many chapters ago, I explained that when a noon or meme has a shadda, you will do gunna. Gunna means to take the sound into the nose and make a nasal sound. So box number 11. وَقَدْ خَلَتْ سُنَّةُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. The last letter in the last word has a fatha, which we change into a sukoon. Box number 12. وَإِلَيْكَ أَنَبْنَا وَإِلَيْكَ الْمَصِيرُ. The last letter of the last word had a dhamma, so we changed it into a sukoon. Box number 13. فَأَقِمْ وَجْهَكَ لِلدِّينِ حَنِيفًا. The last word in box 13 ended with a double fatha, and as you know, it will change into an alif madda because we stopped on it. Box number 14. وَأَحْصَى كُلَّ شَيْءٍ عَدَدًا. The last word ended with double fatha, which will change into alif madda. Box number 15. وَصَاحِبْهُمَا فِي الدُّنْيَا مَعْرُوفًا. The first word is وَصَاحِبْهُمَا. وَصَاحِبْهُمَا. Okay, so let's do it again. وَصَاحِبْهُمَا فِي الدُّنْيَا مَعْرُوفًا. Box number 16. وبرزوا لله الواحد القهار. Now the last word ended with a kasra, so we change it into a sukun. And also in box 16, you have the word Allah, lillahi. Lillahi is read empty mouth because before the lam of Allah there is a kasra. So that's why the lam of Allah is read empty mouth. Box number 17. In box number 17, we have a mud, a stretching sign at the end of the second word. وَلَا تُطِيعُوا أَمْرَ الْمُسْرِفِينَ. And the last box, box number 18. وَيَعْلَمُ مُسْتَقَرَّهَا وَمُسْتَوْدَعَهَا. I'll do box 18 again. وَيَعْلَمُ مُسْتَقَرَّهَا وَمُسْتَوْدَعَهَا. Box 18 ended with alif madda. And the rule is, if a word ends with alif madda or long fatha, if a word ends with alif madda or long fatha and you stop on it, it will remain the same and it will be read the same. Jazakallah khairan for participating in today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson and I hope you become more familiarized with the stopping signs. And inshallah, until practice, please practice over and over again. Until we meet again, take care and look after yourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.